What you think about yourself really only belongs to you. You may think you're nothing special. You may think you have nothing to share. You may think you have, nothing important to say. You may think that, oh my gosh, I should not ever speak because I can't say things eloquently or I stumble or slur my words. Like sometimes I do. That's why I edit the way I do. I'm not trying to be like Mr. Beast, like someone said before. And I'm like, oh, no, I just can't really say too much in a long string of words because my stuttering comes out. Sorry. Still, regardless, if you feel like you have something to share, this is your sign to share it. For example, I'm a 28-year-old single woman, childless. Oh, heaven forbid. The internet hates childless women, but I exist. Living at home, I make my money singing and doing content creation, and the last 2 months have taught me anything. And if the last 2 months have taught me anything, is that people need to hear what you have to say. Now, when you start sharing it, maybe it's not going to reach its audience because it takes a little time, but that's a given. That's just the way the system works. But every time you put out a piece of content, especially if it's like something lifestyle or something that's very situational that you may feel alone in, someone needs to hear that. I guarantee you. Yes, there's so many videos about people living at home, moving at home. Yes, there's so many videos like I used to make about van life or being in the music industry or XYZ, whatever you have it. Wherever there's content about, there is a shadow being cast. Something is being neglected in some type of crevice or corner, and you may fall into that shadow. And the only way to bring out or like shed light on the shadow is to make videos about it and to share your experiences. And it is, guys, I have so many people in my life. The reason why I'm making this is because I'm talking to my friends, and my friends have so many great things to share. They have so many pieces and nuggets of advice that if more people got to hear about it, the more people would be better for it, because it's just like changes your perspective on things. And I know, like, even though I haven't gone through, for example, one of my friends I was talking to yesterday, she had a lot of dating advice because she had like a string of bad actors and now she's dating this wonderful guy. She's like, oh my gosh, if I knew XYZ beforehand, I wouldn't have myself in this situation. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you should make videos about that because there's going to be young girls who need to hear this type of stuff. And yes, she was like, there's a lot of people already making videos like that, but those people aren't her. The girls online are probably not going to be drawn sometimes to these already prolific content creators talking about dating advice. They're going to be more drawn to her in the way that she tells stories, in the way that she explains things, or maybe just her aesthetic, because we're visual creatures. Hey, can't really change that, can we? Regardless, she would find her audience, and people would be better for sharing the things that she says. Example for myself. I make videos about my life, but I've been recently sharing the honest to God reality of living at home as a 28-year-old woman who really wants to be living alone, and those have been popping off. And I cannot tell you how good it feels to have people say, thank you so much for making this video. Like, what? I'm just sharing my life. I'm just sharing like tips and tricks, but like seeing people actually respond well to it, and seeing people that are just the reality that I may be helping is something that I'm so sorry, my corporate marketing job, the joy it can never give me. And it inspires me to keep making these. Sorry guys, my phone ran out of storage, so I had to fix that. But anyways, as I was saying, seeing people's responses just ignites this fire inside of me to just keep making videos and hopefully keep inspiring or helping people feel better or process through their current situation, or hopefully just feel better about it, honestly. Because hey, I understand that it's only in America that we feel this way, that we need to move out at 18, we need to be on our own until we get married. I understand this is a very new concept and it's really in America, but here's the thing. I'm American. I am American. This is the expectation that I've been born and raised with. So even though I know, and I hear and listen to people say, online at least, just in the comments, being like, is only abnormal in the US. Well, I'm in the US. And I'm not saying this from a victim mindset. I'm saying this from a reality mindset that, yes, maybe in Europe and Latin America, Asia, Middle East, wherever, people stay until they're married, but I'm not over there. And I am always going to have this programming of that, even as much as I try to reprogram my brain, my surrounding, my upbringing, my country. And also the thing is, I also want to live alone. So that's coming from myself. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, at first I wasn't even going to make these videos. I was like, oh, you know what? That's kind of embarrassing to talk about my living situation. Ooh. Like my peers who have their own massive luxury condos in Chicago and LA and New York, they're going to see this and be like, oh, well, Madison is, has a really cool music job, but she lives at home. So what's up with that? Well, number one, that's none of their business. Number two, I like looking back on my van life videos. So I'm going to enjoy looking back on these, living at home videos because this is just a chapter of my life. And it's also not the worst thing because I get to be with my parents and I get to be with my family. This is not going to last forever. And number three, there's how many people on this earth? Do I really think I'm having a unique experience? No, I am not. There's so many more people out there that are just like you and are going through something very, very, very similar that need a different perspective on things. Because maybe they're like me and people in their circle are not living the same experience as them. Like, yeah, we're all friends and we get along for XYZ and maybe, we do music, maybe we live in Florida, but not a whole lot of my friends are living at home, so I don't really have anyone to talk about that with. So this is my way of like hanging with my friends and being like, hey, how are we all doing? But it's reaching people and it's encouraging them. And I just can't believe that that is the case from, I don't know, I'm literally in my room and I'm just talking about what's going on and how I'm dealing with it and how I'm going to get through it. And that's helping people. And that's crazy. And there's something that you're going through right now that you think that's probably stupid. And maybe you're ashamed of it because if your friends saw you going through this situation, they would be like, oh, that's what's going on with Thomas? Oh, that's what's going on with Mary? But here's the thing. If they're really your friends, they're not going to give a rat's ass about it. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, oh, cool on Mark for being vulnerable. Oh, I didn't know Susie was going through that. I'll support her and whatever the case. It doesn't even have to be like a personal plight. Like it doesn't even have to be something negative. You're going to share good things too, and that can be inspiring on itself. If you feel like you have something to say, you need to say it, even if you stutter, even if you like slur over your words. I don't know if you guys know this, but I grew up with a slight speech impediment, not so heavy, not whatever. The kids around me when I was growing up thought I was from somewhere else because I had an accent because I sounded so weird. I don't understand. But I like slur my words and maybe I don't hit my T's all the time. And it's not that big of a deal. Like you could still understand me. But for me, I'm like, people are going to, make fun of your slurred speech. I have to tell you what, making these videos have helped me drastically get better at speaking. Especially like public speaking, even though this is not really, I'm not talking to a bunch of people here, but like this video is gonna be public, so I count this as public speaking. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you with 3 pieces of real content advice for anyone who's looking into just sharing their life story and hopefully, encouraging other people online. Is number 1, do not get emotional about it. Sure, you can get emotional about the topic that you're covering, but getting emotional about like attaching your self-worth to views or to follower accounts, you just have to already believe you're at 1 million. Like if your video gets 4 views in its first week, okay, that's actually 4 more views than 0, so that's amazing. Research the algorithm, get really nerdy about how to make your videos more appealing to be clicked on, but the videos themselves, don't get emotional about it. Make a schedule, stick to it, that's it. That's your job. Your job is to make videos, your job is not to get views on the videos, or at least you have to make the importance on completion rather than perfection, which actually goes into number 2. And please make videos that you can sustain. If you are making highly edited videos with all these crashes and all these sound effects and all these different shots, and you find it takes up a lot of your time, because it really does, maybe start off with these type of talking head videos. I'm only able to make 2 videos a week on YouTube because I make it like accessible for myself. I make it to a degree that I can sustain it. Because YouTube is not my full-time job, so therefore I have to devote my time to other things, and YouTube only gets this pocket of time. So what can I do in this pocket of time? Whatever video you can make in that pocket of time, that's the type of video that you need to make, and you need to keep making until you can add more time, the more you grow, and then they get better. That's all. And the last piece of advice I'll leave you with is please be your full self. I know people always chime like, be authentic, be yourself. I have a friend I was talking to yesterday, and he is one of the funniest guys I know. He is so zany, and he just bought all of this content creation gear. We had a great talk, and I was like, friend, I'm gonna call him Ben. Ben, I swear to God, you are so funny. I would watch your videos if you were your stupid self, not like you just spouting information as like a robot. Because, we really want to manicure ourselves. At least I did at the beginning, because I know that people will pick apart your speech or how you say things. They'll pick apart your mannerisms. They'll pick apart literally anything that's not like super pristine and edited well. Speaking about the way you act, sorry guys, I have something in my eye. And I think my friend would do very well online if he was just his big old personality. But I know when you show up on camera for the first time, probably you're going to really try to tone it down and try to be someone that you are, but it's not fully who you are. This is not how I'm going to talk to my best friend. I'm going to talk to my best friend with all the personality in the world, trying to make them laugh, But that's just me. With all the AI out there, it's just better to be fully human, Because we can get all that pristine stuff now at the tippity top of our fingertips. Ooh, don't like that. So just be human. Anyways, guys, if you feel like you have something to share, please share it. You never know who is going to benefit. I promise you, if it's positive at least, it's going to be more than one person. Anyways, I'm going to go back to bed because my uterus hurts.